Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me here at Cotty Taplin Styling. I am really excited because today we are going to talk about fall 2020 menswear. Specifically, what you should be looking out for this season when putting together your fall wardrobe. There were a bunch of trends this season that came down the runway, and I am going to go over my top five major trends, top five micro trends, and a beautiful color palette. So make sure you stay tuned through the end of the video to get all of that information. Let's get started. For fall 2020 menswear, there was definitely a shift out of the streetwear themes that we have seen over the last couple of seasons. And I don't want to say that it was necessarily a shift into formality, but it was certainly something less casual than what we have seen recently. Let's take a look at the top five trends for fall 2020 menswear. Number one, red. The color red appeared on the runways of almost every major house in fashion. It was everywhere. Now, they showed head to toe red looks all over the place and accents of red everywhere as well. A full red look may not be the best bet for you on a daily basis, but try and incorporate this color into your fall wardrobe somewhere. You will definitely look on point. Number two, checks. Check fabric made a big statement on the runways this season. Now, the scale was definitely larger than what you would see in check shirting, perhaps. More of a medium to large scale suiting fabric or outerwear fabric. Try a check suiting or outerwear piece as an investment item for the season, and it will certainly carry you through the years to come. Number three, black leather. Now, we saw head to toe black leather looks all over the place, but that's probably not practical for your everyday life. So try and pick and choose a piece of black leather here and there. Maybe it's an edgy black leather t-shirt or a new black leather jacket or even a pair of black leather pants. Incorporate something like this into your wardrobe to look cool and interesting this season. Number four is utility pieces. This is a trend from last year that we saw primarily on vests and accessories. It has evolved into garments this season with lots of pocketing and mixed materials like you see here. Number five is crossbody bags. This is another trend that surfaced last season. This year, we are seeing multiple bags on the same strap, and the item is often worn underneath the top layer of outerwear. As with women's wear, there were several micro trends to look out for in menswear for fall 2020. Here are my top five to keep in mind this season. Number one, cardigans. As fashion always does, there is a nod to the past every season. And this year we saw a lot of 90s inspired grunge cardigans. They were a little bit oversized, so when looking for these, keep that in mind and try and find one that is not too overwhelming for the scale of your body. Number two, head to toe prints. We saw a lot of matching sets, tops and bottoms, for the summer. This will continue through the fall. Make sure to find a set that has a print that is not too overwhelming. Number three, the return of the tie. As I mentioned earlier, we are definitely seeing a more dressed up trend, and we saw a ton of neck adornment this season, whether it was neckties or embellished neck treatments. They were all over the place. Number four, glitz. This is not something that we have seen recently, but again, with the slightly more dressed up trend of this year's runways, it is certainly something fun to play with. Try this out for a dressed up event or something more formal. Number five, oversized scarves. We saw a lot of blanket scarves for fall last year, and that trend is going to continue in different forms for this coming season, whether they are super wide or super long. Try one of these out and keep yourself warm this fall and winter. The other big thing that we need to talk about is color. Usually, women's wear palettes are far brighter and poppier than menswear palettes. However, this year for fall 2020 menswear, we did see a couple really bright colors. As I previously mentioned, the color red was all over the place and featured on the runways of some major design houses. But the other one that I want to mention is this light blue color. In the women's wear video that I previously did, I talked about how designers are putting together color palettes that are a little bit more transitional. We're seeing some springtime colors in fall and fall colors in spring. And I think this blue is a perfect example of that. I personally love this color. I think it is a really interesting addition to the fall palette. And if you incorporated this into your fall wardrobe, it would be fantastic. I highly recommend trying it on a piece of outerwear or on an accessory. It would be a great pop. Thank you for joining me here at Cotty Taplin Styling for this look at fall 2020 menswear trends. I hope it was helpful for you and that you've learned a few tips that you can incorporate into your fall wardrobe. If you did, then please make sure to like and subscribe below. Also, if you're looking for some daily tips and fashion advice, then please follow me at CT Styling on Instagram. And if you would like some custom advice on your wardrobe this fall, then please go to my website, cottytaplinstyling.com, and book an appointment with me today. We can talk about your wardrobe, how to wear clothes, how to fit your clothes, and all of that good stuff. Please make sure to take care, be kind to each other, and have fun putting together your fall wardrobe. I know I will. Bye, guys.